Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. This was done to please a core constituency of Christian zealots and to keep them donating to support their whole legislators who probably break half the commandments before lunch. Yeah, it might be more helpful to put, several different pictures of Donald Trump with the 7 deadly sins to, more illustrative for the kids. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like, he's the poster boy for having broken every one of the 10 commandments.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then I don't know if you brought it up, but on Truth Social, he had put on this this rant of like, yes, put up the 10 Commandments.
Oh, he's religious because it's all in caps,
Right.
It's all in caps. He's screaming it. You know.
Yes, he said, "I love the 10 Commandments in public schools, private schools, and many other places for that matter. Read it. How can we as a nation go wrong? This may, in fact, be the first major step in the revival of religion, which is desperately needed in our country. Bring back TTC."
He's broken every single one of the commandments.
I'm not done. MAGA 2024. Okay.
I mean, it's laughable. This guy who you have never seen enter a church, whose most recent religious spiritual advisor just had to quit his church because he had sex with a 12-year-old a couple of decades ago. I mean, I don't understand how this is the stupidest thing, because this is the kind of stuff that will get litigated for years. Yeah. It'll get litigated for years.
Talk about a dumb money suck. Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Right. Meanwhile, poor kids still have to pay a reduced lunch instead of getting their lunch taken care of.
Yeah, when I was hungry, I made sure you couldn't get a school lunch, but you have to. Yeah.
Well, that's not in the 10 Commandments.
It's not. But
it's not. It's only what that crazy guy Jesus said.
Right.
But the hypocrisy does not matter to the Republicans, and I don't know how to fight that.
But there's no way to fight that. That's why I keep saying, I just saw something today, like Biden needs to appeal to the right more. It's like, no, don't you understand? They're gone. They are done. They are gone. These people no longer give a damn about the public sphere. Go for the voters who aren't voting.
And whereas, as you threaded in that stomach-clenching moment, Rude, we're waiting any second for I guess what experts are saying they think are going to be 6 Supreme Court rulings today. And you said it best. You said instead of sending money to make their children a little smarter than their parents, millions of dollars will be wasted on years of litigation in the hopes the Supreme Court will be diluted and Jesus humping enough to allow this to happen. And with this Supreme Court, who knows,
Yeah. I mean, the gun decision just came down.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Let's see. Oh no. Yep. Never mind. That wasn't the gun decision.
Rudeness.
Okay.
Listen, don't scare us like that. My sphincter.
No. The Armed Criminal Career Act imposes mandatory prison terms. I don't know. It's not. It wasn't.
We're do you have some time machine we don't have on our devices? What's happening?
I'm just watching SCOTUS blog.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you always end on a happy note. You said one thing I look forward to is if the 10 Commandments posters are ever installed in every classroom, they will have drawn on them and inside of 2 days being put up. Yeah. I believe in children. You are. You believe children are the future, as I do.
I do believe they are the
future. I'm up for a parenting and child award, aren't I?
You are. You're still up for it. You haven't accepted the nomination yet, though.
Yeah, draw those D's on those things, kids.
I mean, that's the other thing about this is this is also supposed to go up in all university classrooms. You're going to walk into
public university classrooms,
right?
Yeah,
or receives public funds,
right.
So if you receive public funds, which I assume would mean student loans or something like that, that this will be up in your chemistry lab.
Yeah, and Chris mentioned the obvious moral hypocrisy of who their candidate is, but also the fiscal responsibility party. Are you kidding me? As you said, I mean, for sakes, this is a dumb money suck. The ACLU is already suing for this unconstitutional bolt. So you're already last in education. There goes all the rest of your money. It's just all right. Yeah.
No, I was giving you an empathetic ugh.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought it was the heat because I know you tweeted you've been living in 50 to 70 degrees in the UK for the last month. I'm sure I'll quickly adapt to the 30 degrees higher in New York City and not melt into an angry puddle of sweaty goo.
Well,
no, sweaty goo it is. Just a raging, bubbling pool of sweaty goo.
Because, we have to endure a few more Biden is old stories. As you said, I mean, there's no comparison. Biden may have senior moments, but he's operating in reality. Trump's head is filled with pudding right now, and he's living in a fantasy world. Oh, my God. Yes, it's, I mean,
that's the thing is like, okay, let's admit they both slip up. They both say things that are incorrect. They both occasionally wander off on tangents. But when Biden does, when it happens to Biden, he is always talking about something real, and he slips up. Trump
and
will
by the way, Biden's
make up something.
Made quote unquote gaffes or whatever his whole life. It's not related to age.
That was his whole thing.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say, we've talked about just the unbelievable danger, but not just here, worldwide. And Glenn Kirshner tweeted, "A vote for convicted felon Donald Trump to be president and commander-in-chief is a vote to endanger our troops. Felons can't serve in the military, and other countries might ignore the protections of the Geneva Conventions if a convicted felon is in charge of the U.S. military." I mean, it is hard to I don't think there's enough hyperbole to talk about this election, right?
Yeah. I mean, all of these things are going to be litigated. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Is everything that there will be lawsuits about what a convicted felon is able to do as president, and it's stunning to me that this is even under consideration. That's the thing, is that a lot of us who do live in the real world sit there and go, how are we even considering this? How is this even a remote possibility? How frightening that is.
Here's a fiscal conservative question. Could we, if the God forbid happens, can we get a group deal at The Hague for, Putin, Netanyahu, and Trump? But could we get them all tried as war criminals at once? Because you just...
Why not?
We can get a Groupon.
Groupon. You can get a Groupon for that?
Yeah, yeah, why not?
I didn't know The Hague takes Groupons.
That's how they pay Jack Smith.
One jury, just rotate them through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's efficient.
Thinking.
Really, all they need to do is walk in, and the prosecutor just needs to say, "Come on."
Yeah.
And then the jury will go,
Yeah. Here's the box. Here's me thinking outside the box. I'm outside the box. Okay. That was like a bad mime. I love you, Rude Pundit.
That was good mime. You weren't trapped in the box, though.
No.
And that's a mime.
And it wasn't windy in the box.
It's windy down here in the basement. Okay. All right.
I believed it. Oh my God, I was so freaked out there for a
There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.